awesome meeting today with Pranic family. We have this Sunday gathering, which we call the Pranalulia gathering, where we come together and just share our thoughts, a place where you were heard, you're being listened to, and you can express your thoughts. So as we were talking today, I was thinking about the importance of having conversations with like-minded people. Some people would say, when they go into this journey, like, oh, I don't want to deal with other people's energies, and it's just, I want to stay to myself, and I don't want to interact with other people so much. And the journey can be trippy, it can be a trip, really. But no matter where you travel, wherever you go, whether it is a mental travel or physical travel, it's just here, it's just here. So it's not like, we have to reach different levels and do like magical stuff and this and that. I really think life is so simple. I really think life is as simple as it can be, We're just attached to a mind that complicates everything. The simplest thing, we complicate it. So it's not that life is complicated, but our mind makes it complicated. So we talked about a lot of beautiful things today, such as, food addictions and how that is so normalized, and how we all just, eat whatever, really, without thinking about, whatever you eat, you become, right? So when we eat all of these fast foods and everything out there, it's really not easy to think clear. Your mind and your judgment and your awareness of this reality really decreases due to what you put in. Really. Due to what you put in, your awareness decreases of what is. So if you just think about like a belief system. A belief system is something that you consume and make into yours. So when you have like a belief system that would box you in this concept, you can't go outside of that concept. So the reality becomes just that box, That's why it's good to be very open-minded to everything and not limit yourself to a certain religion, to a certain belief, to a certain thing, because you are narrowing yourself somehow, like prisoning yourself. I feel like one thing we human beings are very good at is how to prison ourselves and trick ourselves and think like we are not prison, but we are the prisoners, and the one that are prisoning us too. We prison ourselves. We build our own houses and and sit in there. We sit just in the houses, and then we create TVs and different things so we can sit in the house. And the true house is out there in nature, but we create prisons. Anyway, my point wasn't there. I didn't want to go there, but I'm just saying, how human mind works. We think everything is complicated, but it really isn't. It really isn't. So, yeah, we become what we eat. We become what we eat, and we, we want to change while we are still eating the thing that made us think the way we think, So the importance of fasting, really and truly, is just to clear your vision, to clear your path so you can see what's in front of you. It's not a sacred thing that will take you to a higher realm, something like that. Fasting is not that. Fasting will get you high for sure. But that's because of It takes away all the junk out of your body, everything you accumulated. Imagine if you were just a house that you put in a lot of things. Eventually, you don't see things. Your body is the same thing. Your eyes, your judgment, everything, your consciousness becomes like I don't know, like just like a house that is full of stuff. You also be like a person full of food, full of information, full of a lot of information. Oh my goodness. I don't even have words for it, you know. It's in here, but I don't have words for it. But fasting is just for you to see clear. Just think of it as you cleaning your house that you have never cleaned. Since you bought the house, you just put in stuff. You never clean it, you just put in stuff. That's what we do with our bodies. Since the day we were born, we were just putting something in. Okay, since the day we were born, we were putting something in. So if you bought a house and you just put in stuff since the first day you bought the house and you never clean it, you never clean it, how would you know where the living room is? How would you know where the kitchen is? Like, you don't know what's going on in that house, right? It's the same thing with our body. If we've been eating all our lives, every information, everything that you've been eating, it's in there. And everything you eat is an information. And that information is doing something to you, so you see things differently. Just like when you drink alcohol, you see things differently. This food that's inside of you for so many years, whatever, is making you see this reality differently. So when you eliminate that, you become empty of that information that is making you see whatever you see today, that's when you will see different. You see clear. It's not that some magical thing is just going to appear. It's just that the fog is what will appear, you know, you can clean, you see your windows now. You can see through your windows now. That's all it is. You can see through your windows when you fast. So please don't see it as something that's so magical and you can't do it, this. You're just going back to your natural state before you accumulated all of this junk inside of you, before all of this junk, made you the way you are, the way you see things and everything. It's due to what you eat and what you hear and what you, see. Information in all kinds of ways that you have accumulated throughout your life, that what shaped your reality. That's what you see is due to what you, from within. You're projecting everything from within. So once you clear that out and you go back into your natural state without all of the information, natural state, where you can stream your own information, now you're empty. It's like your windows are clean. You can see through it now. So it's the same thing with our body. So please just see it that way. See it that way. It's not that, I'm going to fast and, I saw some pink elephant that day. Or, oh my God, I just went to the highest dimension because I fasted. No, you are clearing out your windows. You're just seeing better because now you're taking out everything from the house that you were just putting in. Maybe not complicated, but clean yourself from the inside. Give yourself some breaks, give your system some break. It's not fair that it's just working and working and working because you're trying to fill a void. Since we were little kids, like babies, right from the womb, you start crying, oh, we need some milk. Look, they give you the bottle. Maybe you were crying for something else. Maybe you were just a little chill, cold, But then every time you do that, you can't speak for yourself, Every time you start crying, here's the milk. So then we are really programmed to think that every time, every time you feel some type of way, whatever it is, you don't even analyze what you're feeling, because it was never analyzed. It was just, shot with some type of food, something in your mouth. This is the mouth that you express with. So if something is shoved down every time you want to express something's going in, you do the same thing to yourself subconsciously. Every time you feel like you want to express something, you'll get something into your mouth. That's just how we're conditioned. But once you know that, then you will know that, let me analyze my feelings. Let me acknowledge, what is it that I'm feeling? What is this, Instead of just going and getting your chocolate or juice or whatever, just analyze it. Like, what is it? If we were analyzed, if our parents were like, why is she crying? Let me see, are you cold? Maybe give me some blanket. Maybe I want to sleep. Maybe I just want to rest. If you try the other methods before I get the milk, that would be better, because now the baby maybe would learn how to express things differently. So once you cry and you get the bottle a couple of times, then you will just think like, every time I cry, that's what I'm getting. So you will cry for the bottle after that. You will cry for the bottle. So it's the same thing with the food addiction, Every feeling and every thought and whatever we feel, we don't analyze it, so we just eat something. We shut ourselves trying to fill that void. So maybe it's time to learn how to analyze your feelings. Ask yourself when you need something, when you feel like you have the need, because that's the word. You see, you think you need. You didn't come here with it, so you don't need it. You don't. You became dependent on it because you were taught after you arrived. So it's nothing that you need. It's nothing that you need. But a drug addict too, once they get addicted to the drug, they also need the drug. See? But before the drug, did they need any drug? So I think what we all seeking is some type of acknowledgement, some type of, everybody wants to be seen, Everybody wants to be acknowledged. Everybody wants to be seen, really. Even though a lot of people will promote, I just want to be in the mountain. I don't want to deal with people's energy and whatnot. Still, there's something in us that still wants to be acknowledged and wants to be seen. And we don't express that well enough, so we really try to fill the void. But if everybody was heard and listened to, and they were able to express their feelings and acknowledge it and understand it and accept it, we wouldn't be wanting to fill some voids. Just like, when a person goes really into drugs, it's because of reality was just too much for them, They just want to escape from reality. So, but if somebody sat with them and, and maybe reality, make them understand that reality isn't so horrible after all, they wouldn't go for the drug, They wouldn't go for the drug. They would maybe find different activities in life to do, something else to do, so they can feel fulfilled in that activity, Same thing. Same thing with our life, You need to find these activities that nourishes you, so you don't feel like you have to fill a void all the time. We have to find that. It's the conversation that you have with some people. It's the feeling of being heard. It's the feeling of knowing that you can express yourself.